to Silesia! We are in the very center of Katowice.
Loving the city.
The Silesian identity is a result of a long and difficult history, and it was affected by geopolitical, linguistic, cultural tension. But what's most important is that I think it's still in the process of becoming, of reconsidering its past and making its future.
It's a very good case study for us to understand how different parts of history have influenced a region and how this can be taken into account to better move forward in order to have a better European construction.
I want to say that I didn't know anything about that region of the world, so today was something totally new for me. And first thing I learned was the rich history, the balance between Eastern Europe and Western Europe with the Habsburg Empire. And something that I learned also that was quite interesting is the mixture of languages between Polish and German, but on three different countries: Poland, Germany before Prussia, and Czech Republic.
We are in our second destination. It's going to be fun.
Mikušovice is a very interesting example also, of course, for me as a Belgian and a French person, how to reintegrate these poorer districts or neighborhoods, how to make them more attractive, and of course how to make the life for the people living there more comfortable. Some would call it gentrify.
The Museum of Silesia that we attended yesterday is a marvelous example of the work with cultural memory, and it's a good example of the efforts made to come up with a new trajectory for the future development.
We are at the entrance of the coal mine and we are going down 320 meters, and actually I'm really excited.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Where are we?
In Łódź.
Łódź is also a kind of a borderland. There were like four cultures that were living together in Łódź, and it's also interesting because most of the study trips are really like at the borders with other countries, but we see that this idea of borderlands is also in Poland. The palace is really like this one place where we can see the memory and the different identities that Łódź used to have.
You will see us on YouTube. Subscribe.
How did you like the museum?
There is like an actual picture by painting by Leonardo da Vinci here in Poland, which I did not know. And we have a couple of pictures of her here right now, so here she is, Donna col Merlino.
Day 2 Galicia. We are at Austrian General Consulate. We had a conference about the myth of Galicia and its contemporary relevance.
What is your understanding of Galician identity?
Galician identity is something that was shared for a long time between Ukraine, Poland and Jews, and it was a little part of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. So in this time there was, and they were granted a lot of rights, so they could really develop very well their culture. So we really saw that this culture, or relicts of this culture, are still alive.
We're visiting an old Jewish synagogue, and for me this was the most moving part so far.
Learning the history of the place, yes. In the place itself, it's amazing how it's been maintained as well, and I think that just the mixture about the history and modernity and how you can tell that Polish are proud of the neighborhood. I mean, I think this makes this neighborhood very special, in fact.
We are at the Ethnographic Museum in Czernów,
which is a classical and historical manor house built at the end of 18th century. It features more than 5,000 items of ethnographical collection of all culture of the Turno region.
So what are you most excited about for the study trip?
Alors je pense le plus intéressant ce sera de découvrir la région de Podlasie et découvrir l'héritage multiculturel de cette région.
We learned a lot of things about the region and the deportees. It was really emotional too.
This morning we got on the coach and we went to the University of Białystok, and we had a super interesting panel discussion made up of several different activists from different groups, and we had a very charged and emotional and informative debate essentially about the Belarusian situation and in the context of Ukraine.
Du coup Milo, qu'est-ce qu'on va faire cet après-midi?
On va visiter un monastère orthodoxe, unique en Pologne.
After visiting the Orthodox Church yesterday, right now we're visiting the Catholic Church, and it is quite interesting because Białystok is really a multicultural city with multiple religions, and next on the step we're going to be visiting one of the mosques.
We are in front now of a mosque, one of the few mosques in the Podlasie region, because it's a region where a lot of communities are merging and coexisting together. So it's something absolutely fantastic that we are seeing today.
We are currently in Białowieża. It's a natural reserve and also a reproduction center. And we have here a bunch of bison that have been here for centuries and centuries. And it's really a beautiful place. You also see some other animals, reindeers, wolf and lynx. So it's an amazing opportunity to learn about the region and going through its natural and environmental aspects.
It's pretty hard to believe, but a few kilometers away the European Union is ending, and there is a state where the rights and the liberties of citizens are threatened. And I think what we discovered this week is very important, that we are living in a space that needs to be protected.